ako'y naniniwala na hindi lang naman tayo nandito sa mundong ito para mag-isa, kundi para samahan ang isa't isa. Ngayong panahon na to, maraming kalungkutan, pero sa kalungkutan marami ding kasayahan. Yun ang ating i-discover palagi. Sa kalungkutan, merong kasiyahan. Sama-sama, TLC.
Happy day to you, kaibigan. Kumusta ka na ba? Always keep on smiling because happiness is contagious. Masaya ang buhay, di ba? And you know, do whatever that excites you. Do not put limit on yourself. Tamang igalaw ang inyong mga isipan at patuloy na mag-aim ng mga goals na makakatulong sa paglago ng inyong pagkatao. Maraming salamat at patuloy tayong magsama-sama sa TLC.
Noted, in time like this, napakaligaya at kahanga-hangang pagmasdan ang magpapamilya at magkakapatid na nagdadamayan. Ang inyong nakababatang kapatid, halina, tulungan lagi ang sentro, TLC.
Kahit gaano pa nakakapanghina, nakakatakot at nakaka-stress ang mga pangyayari sa ngayon, huwag kang susuko. Huwag kang bibitaw sa pag-asang ang bukas ay mas magiging maaliwalas kaysa ngayon at kahapon. Ito ang inyong brad, sama-sama sa TLC.
Nagsimula sa isang iyakan, kalaunay nagkukulitan. Ang programang Students and Me muntik nang iiwanan, ngunit sama-sama sa TLC.
Ang hirap ng buhay, ang daming problema, ang daming pinagdadaanan. Easy ka lang, okay lang yan. Basta't kasama mo lagi si bro, tiyak, kayang-kaya natin yan. Tandaan, sama-sama sa TLC.
Good evening, everyone. This is another Tuesday evening with me, your coach, Loreto Juarez of Davao City. This is another beautiful episode of Students and Me. So it's the second day of November, and we pause for a moment of silence as we pray for our departed brothers and sisters. Okay, once again, good evening. So, please like and share our episode tonight. No, we do have a very prominent guest. Sabi ko nga, kasi na-surprise talaga ako. So I've not seen him for a long time. But before anything else, I would like to welcome our guest host for this month of November, Ma'am Mercedita Tabuklin. Good evening, Ate Mers.
Good
Hello.
evening, Lord. Good evening to our followers and
Yeah.
viewers.
Okay. So alam mo ate, this is really a very, what we call, month of November is a very beautiful month for the students and me, no? Kasi we do have a very beautiful and informative topic this evening. So before we will introduce our guest tonight, Ate Mers, I would like to show them this video, no? Kung ano ang ating pag-uusapan tonight and who is the group with us, no? What group with us this month of November? Ayan. So, our episodes for this month of November is in collaboration with Silsila Forum Davao, no? So, Ate Mers, could you give me a little bit, the viewers, a little background of Silsila Forum Davao?
Okay.
What is the group, anong advocacy ng grupo po?
Okay, so Silsila Forum Davao is a dialogue movement for Christians,
Mm,
Muslims, and Lumad. And
wow.
the the original Silsila Forum is based in Zamboanga City, and Silsila Dialogue Movement is founded by an Italian priest, Father Sebastiano de Ambra. So this
Mm,
month of November, actually, at the last week of November, we will be celebrating the Mindanao Week of Peace. And actually,
wow.
tonight is our early chikahan about the
Yeah.
Mindanao Week of Peace.
Yeah, and this is a very informative episodes, no? This whole month of November, since we have our viewers from Luzon and Visayas, and from other countries also, and they will have a knowledge, no? They will be informed about this dialogue about, no, among the Muslim, the Christians, and the Lumads of Mindanao. And tonight we do have a very beautiful and informative episode, no? Peace building through sports. So can you introduce now our guest, Ate Mercy?
Okay, so ang ating guest sharer ngayong gabi, sabi ni Loretta, matindi ang kanyang expertise. So our guest sharer tonight is a communications and human resource consultant. He is a proud Davao del Norte born, and he graduated grade school at Bungkayo Central Elementary School in 1970, and in the high school, uh, his high school course is at Assumption Academy of Moncayo in 1974. He has a college degree of AB English Literature at Corieso College, Digos City. He has also a graduate education, master's degree in theology, major in religious education at Ignatian Institute of Religious Education. At the same time, he has also an MA in literature at University of San Carlos. Units earned. Units also earn MA in English, Ateneo de Davao University, and counseling. He is a former brother of the Sacred Heart, Davao City. He has a
Mm.
lot of work experiences and facilitated a lot of retreats, workshops, team building in various parts of Mindanao. And his positions occupied are as follows. He was the former city tourism officer of Davao City from 1986 to 1988. He was the chief of staff office of the vice mayor of Davao City in 1991. And he was the head of the Mascom division of the Holy Cross of Davao College 1990. Then he was also the community relations manager at Cecilia Stacks Farms from 1995 to 1996. He was the editorial consultant of the SMKC print shop, Arellano Street, Davao City, and a former college faculty, Ateneo de Davao University. He was an author of some books, The Visionary Named Jerry, a biography, Every Word Counts, Intro to Journalism Mindanao Setting. And
Mm.
currently, he is the head of Philippine Sports Commission Mindanao and also the Secretary General for Sports for Peace NGO. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, welcome our pinakamatindi na guest sharer, Mr. Eduardo Fernandez.
Hi, Kuya. Nice
Grabe.
seeing you again.
One sentence, one verse, tama lang. Nalingaw mo ko. I'm so flattered
Yeah.
with introduction. My goodness. Ay, goy ginoo, tabang. Am I allowed to speak Bisaya or Tagalog or English or what?
Mas maayo kuya, it's English and Tagalog and we can speak our dialect. Kasi may mga viewers po tayo from especially now we have a teacher from kasama kong teacher from Luzon, no, si Dr. Esmeña Katabay. And thank you Juvie, no, our neighbor here. Thank you for watching, Job. So please like and share. Kuya, encourage your mga kababayan and mga you can that they will like and share our episode tonight.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
nice seeing you again. Long time no see.
Mm. Those in the PSC, I have already told them that I'll be speaking
Oh
before.
wow.
Yung Silsila group is not very alien to me. Because
Wow.
actually that's true. According to that's why I'm very happy that Mercy is very active in the Silsila group. That's from Zamboanga when I attended the interreligious faith conference with the president
Yeah.
of Holy Cross. Nung araw, Mers, si Ma'am
Mm-mm.
Iris, the rest of the group,
Mm,
mga RB1.
Yeah.
So our speaker was Rudy Rudel. You have
mm,
you see the rest of the big shots of the Silsila, the speakers. Uh, all biases actually for 5 days were gone precisely because of this Silsila initiative. Um, good evening to
Wow.
all your fans, to all your listeners, to all those who connected with your program. I'm happy to be with you. Okay, when
Yes.
I reach 50 in Ateneo, I 51. I already made my retirement. I said the world is my classroom, just like this one.
wow.
The world is my
Yeah, that's
classroom,
it.
and it became my
Yeah.
classroom. So I went all over the Philippines to spread the good news of the sports as a vehicle for peace. Because I was
Yeah,
tapped
this
by,
is mm.
di ba, my topics about sports for peace or how we can,
Yes
how
po.
we can have
Ah.
achieve peace through sports. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Yes po.
Oh, yeah.
Yes po.
Oh, yeah. So, perfect. Perfect. Because right
Wow.
now we have initiatives in Mindanao. Yun lang. Dalawa lang initiative namin
Mm-mm.
sa Mindanao. Sports as a vehicle for peace. Ibig sabihin nun,
Oh, wow.
Muslims, Christians, IPs, they will play together. Together. Okay? Without kahit anong religion ka dyan. Ano. And we are very lucky because we have Father Romy Seniel with us. Father
Oh,
Romy
wow.
Seniel, the
Mm.
former administrator of Hulu, Monsignor
Mm,
Mm.
Anais May. Are you familiar with him, Mers? Father Romy
not
Seniel?
so
Uh,
I just
because
heard of him, kuya.
heard of
Father Romy
him.
Seniel is now appointed by the OMI as in charge of the interreligious dialogue. He's now,
Ah,
he,
okay.
he replaced sa father, yung sa Pikit, Father, sino yung sa Pikit, ha? Was also in charge of
Um,
it. Right now, we have
oh,
established a one sports for peace area in Midsayap, in Holo,
mm,
and
Mm.
in Bungao. Before the lockdown, I was in
Okay.
Holo. I was in Holo.
wow.
I was in Holo because we
Wow.
have a program then. We bring what we call the program of the children's games
Mm,
for peace. That all
mm,
Yeah.
Muslims, Christians, IPs will play together, and it will be a program. They just enjoy it. Kasi gusto ni Chairman Ramirez, yung ating chairman, which is actually a co-faculty of Mercy doon sa Ateneo, who is now the
Mm-mm.
chairman of the Philippine Sports. Gusto niya that we go to the periphery. Actually, that mandate
wow.
is actually
Yeah.
from Pope Francis. Am I right? We go to the
Mm,
periphery,
Yes.
especially
Yes.
the Jesuits. The
Speak.
Jesuits are asked to go to the
Yeah.
periphery. Mm. So, still sila, I'm
Sige,
happy that
kuya.
Huh?
Bef- Kuya, I will cut you for a while before we will
Okay.
continue your sharing, no? Ah, I am really grabe si Kuya Tek lang alive na alive talaga. Is very uh,
Ganun ako mag-lecture.
Kuya,
Even na may classroom, you
yeah,
ask
I know.
Mercy. Oh,
Yes.
okay, sige.
Kuya,
Break mo na, sige.
I know that you are, yeah, no, I know that you are no, what do you call this one, the currently the head of the Philippine Sports Commission in Mindanao. So when was the Philippine Sports Commission Mindanao was conceived? Kanusta man ni siya na purma?
Natao.
Okay.
Inyong
Oh,
na tao. When
let's
was
go back.
this
Let's go
conceived?
back. We're
Yeah.
very lucky because the chairman of the Philippine Sports Commission is ours from Davao City. And
Oh,
he's a
wow.
former faculty of Ateneo de Davao University. He's a former executive director on sports of Davao City. Now, when Mayor Duterte became the president, he was appointed Philippine Sports Commission. But in his
Mm.
mind, he's always thinking of making sports as a vehicle for peace. If you
Mm.
notice, Chairman Ramirez, ang mga anak niyan, puro Muslim ang pangalan. Joshua,
Oh,
yung mga old names ba?
oo.
Joshua, Omar, Farah, because he has toured around Mindanao and met a lot of Muslim leaders. The
Mm.
first program that we had na was in Midsayap, 5 days, Sports for Peace, where the sons and daughters of the MILF played
Mm.
along with the Christians and IPs in Notre Dame of Midsayap campus, where Father Saniel was the president. Alam mo
Mm.
nangyari doon? Very heartwarming. And it should be a program that should be pushed. That's why when my fellow faculty, Mercy and my best friend, family friend,
Wow.
invited me to be with you, I did not
Oo.
hesitate. I did not hesitate. Why? Because we have one program also in the PSA. We call it Communicate Sports.
Communicate
That
sports.
means
So,
communicate
yeah.
sports. We have to communicate sports as a vehicle for peace. And I
Wow.
have many things to discuss with you, the concept of peace, bakit ganon. Alam mo, may silsila, may ano din sila, may mga concept din diyan, di ba? Iba-iba din.
Opo,
But
opo.
I would like to advance ours and probably we can share about it. So, the PSC Mindanao was created because of that uh, through the efforts of Butch Ramirez.
Mhm.
Kasama namin sa Ateneo. Sabi niya, we have to place one office kasi wala eh. Walang office yan eh. Ang government is not serious about something like that.
Yeah.
With the coming of Ramirez, lahat yan may serious na. In fact, we toured around the country to form and to spread this idea that sports is a vehicle for peace. Right now, we have sports with the IP people, indigenous peoples. Right now, we have a
Yes,
very
yes.
strong program on that.
Wow.
But
Saan po yan,
yung
kuya?
intention lang,
Saan yan, sir?
yeah,
Saan yan ang
yung
with the IPs?
the same. I take charge of
Mm.
that office, but we have somebody who's in charge there.
Mm.
Okay, so he put up that office. He asked me to head it so that kasi familiar ako sa Mindanao. So that's
Mm.
why he asked me to go to the periphery. So kung dapat yung mga sports program, lalo na yung children's games, should go to the areas where the government has not been. Sample, uh, actually, like we went to Katiil, Davao Oriental. Katiil is very
Mm-mm.
far to children's games. Sana ay children's games. We went to Kaburan, MERS. Kaburan,
Wow.
malayo pala yan, Kaburan na yan. Yeah. We went to Kaburan, the sisters there happily welcome us and we give them the program. It's
Yeah,
actually a
Carmelite
2-day program.
missionaries, no? They are the
Ang
Carmelite
program niya,
missionaries there. Mm.
yeah, with missionaries there. Yes, that's true.
Carmelite.
Supposedly, before the lockdown, may schedule kami sa Balut Island sana.
Mm.
Kaya
Ah,
Wow,
yeah.
nag-lockdown.
quite far.
Kami naman, para we will know, like for example, if you go to Tawi-Tawi, ang
Wow.
Tawi-Tawi is the
Wow.
last frontier of the Philippines, correct?
Yes,
And
yes.
it is composed of 11 island municipalities. It's not one island, it's 11. And we just went to Bongao. March na lockdown. February 28, 29, 30, we were in Bungao. And then the next, sana in the first week of March, we will be there in Simonol. Simonol is where, that's a municipality in Tawi-Tawi, where the first missionaries, the Muslim missionaries came. That's why we would like to be there with the dialogue. So I'd like to go back to your topic na was given to me.
Mm-mm.
For us, sports for peace. For us, the peace that we're talking about is a dialogue with the people from Christian, Muslims, and IPs. It's a dialogue.
Yes.
Nobody's hawud. Nobody walang
Yeah.
lamangan. We
Yeah.
just have to
Mm-mm.
talk to each other. Another concept sa peace. Sabi nung, when we had a workshop doon sa may Zamboanga and the other areas, during the time of Bishop Kapalya, we were saying, if we can plant coconut, coffee, other things, and we can go home to our house without us being bullied, disturbed, or shot, that for us is peace. That for us is
Peace.
peace.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. That's
So that's why
true.
here, lahat ng mga bata, yung sa mga area like Kaburan, Katiil, Maragusan, lahat ng mga
Yeah.
bata, Mansaka man na sa Maragusan,
Yeah.
Mansaka, Pilippo, yan,
Saka,
ganyan. They play, oh yeah, Mansaka Mers, right? They play
yeah.
together. They enjoy each other. They eat together. And we provide them food. We provide them t-shirt. Look at my t-shirt. You notice?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's our
So,
t-shirt. Children's games. If you want some, I will not give you one. Anyway, that's it.
sir, how do
Yeah.
you go about
Wow.
it?
Sige,
How
sige.
do you coordinate? Do you go coordinate with the LGU or you
Ah,
go to the
thank
different
you,
schools?
Lord. Thank you, Lord, for the question, so that I can explain. You, by the way, you interrupt me because I'm moving so
Oh,
fast. Okay?
no
Ganito
problem.
yan.
No problem.
First, we have to dialogue. Si Mercy. We have to dialogue with the local government. So we
That's
visit
good.
first the mayor and their sports coordinator. And
Okay.
then we also, and then ito iba ang unique eh. Some school heads like Padada, like Malita, they have seen the children's games sa Padada. So when they were there,
Mm.
sabi nila, why don't you bring that to Malita, to Kaburan, to Tawan-Tawan, to Tamugan, to saan yan? Sabi nila, why not? Just give us the request, sister, and we will provide you with the program. Ang ibig sabihin nun, lahat ng mga children, women, ages 8 to 12 will be
Mm-mm.
gathered together by the sisters, by the priest or anybody, by the LGU, and we provide them t-shirts, we provide them food, and all the
Wow.
games. Yung mga
Wow.
games na yan, yung mga Pinoy games natin nung araw,
So,
oh, yung
balik pala tayo sa
kadang-kada,
Pinoy game.
sack
Wow.
race, yun. They
Wow.
play,
Tigso,
they just play.
Tigso.
They just play. Yun lang. But
tumbalata.
before they can play, there's a 2-day training for young leaders to handle the
So,
children. So
so
may
you
Wow.
did
mga
have
may mga
facilitators sa kuya. You
yes,
did have a
Formation
facilitator.
talaga, Ed. May value
Yeah.
yes.
formation.
My value
By value
formation.
formation. And we would like to inform you, Mers, Tony Lumactod is one of
Yes.
Yes.
those who is giving the leadership training of the children. So 18 to 24 years old. They're called sports
Mm.
volunteers. They will be trained for 2 days on youth
Mm-mm.
like child psychology,
Mhm.
leadership,
Mm.
handling the child. Alam mo naman,
Yeah.
Johari Window, mga Johari Window, mga other
Ah.
things.
Oo.
Para
Oo.
the leader, hindi pwedeng, you just have, magalit ka, kusi-kusion mo, ganyan. Hindi pwede yun. So there
Yeah.
has to be like that. 2 days yan. Again, we will provide them food. We also provide them the t-shirt and a little allowance, which
Wow.
actually we give after. Surprise lang yan. We surprise. That's a process. So after they have
Wow.
already volunteered, we give them, no, gifted to give ang mga PSC.
Gifted to give.
We give them to give. We give them an allowance. Okay? And they are so surprised. They will say, first time naka-receive ako ng ganito. First time ako nag-receive. So heartwarming. Some
How
people will even cry.
how old are the facilitators, Kuya Ed?
Between
How
18
old
to
are they?
24. 18 to
Ah,
24. So they
so
can
hindi na
handle
ako
the
pwede.
kids. Ikaw ang
Hindi na ako
mother.
pwede.
Si
The
Mercy, si
mother.
Juan, yung mga kayo ang mga speakers. In case babalik tayo,
Pwede.
ah, yes, babalik tayo, you will be the speakers. And by the way, atin-atin lang to ha. Ang mga
Wow.
speakers will receive a good sum of money.
Ate lang.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
When,
okay. Before we will proceed, we will have our greetings first, Kuya Ed. So we have Coach Hez Degno Santo. Thank you for watching, and we have a catechist watching, Luningning Alvarado. Thank you, Ning, for watching. Ayan.
wow,
O
katikis.
kuya,
Very
nasaan na ang mga
familiar, katikista.
yeah,
Katikista,
mga
very,
pamilyang mga
uh,
pamilyang katekista. So
every,
when this kuya, kailan
sige.
ito nagsimula? When did this activity started? Yung ano nito, yung children's game.
Okay.
Ah,
When Ramirez started to sit at the PSC, Philippine Sports
yeah.
Commission,
Oh,
he
that was
invited friends. He invited friends whom he can trust. Alam mo pag nasa gobyerno kasi sorry ha, kasi pag nasa gobyerno na ayaw na they just want to stay there and enjoy their perks and their salaries. So
yeah.
Ramirez wants people who are really not connected with the PSC, but he can rely on. He gathered the 5 consultants with him, and we move around from one municipality and another, and we conceive all his programs. That's why Chairman Ramirez is very confident about winning the Olympic gold
Wow. So before we
because
will continue, we will have a short break. Ganda talaga. Excited ako. I have to learn more, but we need to have a break no because I forgot to play
very
the
good,
opening
very good.
disclaimer. So, okay,
Okay.
sige, short break.
The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
Hello mga ka-TLC!
I am Ace Perez.
And I am Attorney Migs Nograles.
Please watch Ask Attorney Migs. It's an online show that talks about our everyday legal concerns.
Yes, and you can like our page and you can ask questions and we talk about your everyday situation. So we have cases to answer, mga PM nyo. We try to answer them. So get ready.
Every Monday sa TLC, 6:30 p.m., Ask Attorney Migs.
Dito lang sa TLC. So let us get ready for
Bagong adlaw.
Bagong Hisgutanang Legal.
Yan, parang okay, welcome once again.
Hi, I'm Mar Valentino and inviting each and every one of you to watch Simply Now on Talk Live channel.
Yeah, grabe talaga ang ating internet connection kasi umuulan na po. So viewers, you can like and share no our episode. We have a very active and this is a very important topic for this evening, no? Through sports. So Ate Mercy, grabe. Grabe talaga ang guest natin tonight. Alive and kicking. Very willing to share.
Alive
Pero
and
inspired
kicking.
talaga. Yeah, inspired talaga ako, Timar. So, let us all again welcome Sir Edfor Fernandez. Edfor, hello Kuya. Oh, you're back. You're
Mercy
back.
katawa ko siya. Mercy.
Nalingaw, nalingaw.
If you have
Nakakaligaw
if
yun.
you have if you have questions, clarifications,
Yeah.
please do so that I cannot just move around with all my antics and everything, huh? Para you
Yeah.
will know. But let's go back to the topic of sports as a vehicle for peace. Do not forget. It inspires me to head the Mindanao when Chairman Ramirez asked me to head it because the program was very clear to us. make sports as a vehicle for peace. Now,
Mm-mm.
because alam mo naman sa Mindanao, the peace is elusive, correct? You have a move around. But I notice that when we have sports, alam mo, we have it might be temporary, but if we make a program like that, making sports as a vehicle for peace, I think it can be achieved. Why? We can even play with the New People's Army, mga bata. Kasi pag pa si mga bata, mga 9, mga 8 to 12, they don't care about the, mga
Yeah.
ideas and mga ideology. They simply talk
Yes.
about playing. And UNESCO, do not forget, recognize the right of children to play. And we
Yes.
dig into that. We right to play. I'll give you some sample. Mandela, President Mandela of South Africa, was able to
Yeah.
unite his country through sports. If you notice, why don't you see the movie Invictus? That's the idea of Mandela. And using the Invictus, his own poetry, he reconciled his country black and white through sports. Number two, we have a diplomacy. We call it ping pong diplomacy. When Southeast Asian countries are quarreling, China, I think, brought ping pong. And all the Chinese and all the government and all the players played ping pong. Another one, they played soccer. Soccer for peace.
Soccer.
They just played.
Wow.
No, soccer for peace. They just played. Right now, in Midsayap, it's funny because the 5 days, sabi ng mga anak ng IMILF, why are you closing your doors? Kasi po, nasa school sila eh.
Mm-mm.
They were closing the
Mm-mm.
doors, moving the windows. Sabi na, why are you closing the doors? Sabi na, ba't nyo sinara? Sabi nila, sir, baka patayin kami ng mga Kristyano. Imagine the answer.
Ah,
Oh,
so it's
baka
still there,
patayin kami.
kuya. It's still
Oh, but
there.
Merz,
Still there
grabe answer, Merz.
ano.
You can use this in your topic. Sabi nila, baka patayin kami ng Kristiyano. Sabi ni Ramirez, ako and the rest of the si Father Sison, ha? Bakit ganun? So, the first day of the Sports for Peace program, yung talagang full plates, yung 5 days, the first day is actually loosening up. We had psychologists, PhD in psychology, we have guidance counselor to loosen up the kids.
Yeah.
They were just,
Yeah.
playing, parang the children's game. They just played for 2 days. And they understand na, we didn't care. I can play pala with a Christian like this and that. And they ate together. They ate together. On the third day, they were already trained how to do basketball, volleyball, softball, because we brought the best coaches in Mindanao to train them.
Wow.
And then on the fourth day, they were playing. Father Saniel brought all the parents from the camp of the MILF to the town center, to the gym. And they saw that the children were playing with the Christians and the IPs. They were
So it
Oh,
playing.
very nice, no?
Ate,
Huh?
it broke the barriers, no? Te, do you have
It
anything
broke
to
the barrier.
add
Yes,
to
of
our
course.
Very
I hope
heartwarming.
if God willing, our situation will improve and we have children's games, I will formally invite you to witness the games. Together, probably Mers and another set sila members, siguro 5 kayo, we can invite you
Sige,
there
sige.
in the area
Wow.
so that
Okay.
you will see. You will see the parents clapping. You will see enjoying. Alam mo, nandun sila. Kawawa naman sila because they're not part of the budget. But, that's all. What we will
So
provide in the budget,
maybe in the future they would be part of the budget. So kuya,
we,
when you
we,
see
we,
how was your personal feeling, kuya Ed, when you see these children the first time, no? What was your experience when the first time that you see
Lord,
this
I'd like to go back.
happening?
First of all,
Mm-mm.
5 kami, consultants. We actually
Yeah.
formulated the whole concept. Ako
Yes po.
naman, when I was still with Cecilia Farm, I was the commercial manager. I organized the first experience of my children's game, December 23. And it is being continued in Mahayag 23. That was in 20, buhay pa si Ana Mers.
Ate Mana.
20, ate ma, buhay pa.
98 siguro, mga
O gano'n,
96.
basta, ito, 1998 or 1996 something. Edan, gamay pa, grade 6 pa, grade 5, grade 3, They were part of the game. They were
Wow.
playing there. So that was it. That was the actually Cecilia Softforms was the one spending the expenses. But with this, with the PSC money, we use that and we allow them to play very limited. While it is not limited, but it is about 150 or 200 children. 200 children playing. It's not about
Mm.
50 or 30. 200 children playing kadang-kadang because we have to
Wow.
divide them. These are organized. Kadang-kadang, ano yan, yung
Tumbalata.
balata,
So
iba-iba,
this is
yung
really
ganon,
a
ganon.
Philly
Uh,
Chinese what's the
Chinese garter. Kaya
garter.
lang, Chinese
Then
garter,
then
hindi
yung
masyado bibo. Hindi
yeah,
masyado
hindi
bibo.
bibo.
Kailangan it has to be
Mm.
bibo.
Mm.
Ganon. Para enjoy. They will enjoy it. Believe me. In Lupon, Banay-Banay, and Mati, Bishop Abel was there. Apigo.
Wow.
Definitely. To welcome the children. Because in Lupon, we have 6 deaneries. Kasi the PSC has already partnered with the church.
Mm.
Because of the initiative of Chairman Ramirez. Alam mo naman, government money cannot be spent in the church. You cannot spend. But the board has already made a resolution that we can PPP, private partnership. So we had
It's
to
very yeah.
partner with the private sector, lalo na sa church, because the same objective eh. The church
Yeah.
would like
Same.
to form the children.
Mm.
So
Mm.
sila. So PSC naman would like, I don't know what will happen to this program when Ramirez is gone. I hope they will continue. Sayang. Or we can move from one NGO to the other because we can continue. We already have the expertise, the knowledge,
Yeah,
and all these
that's
things.
it. Yeah, since you
You
are
can
Siguro
also
you
even
can,
the
partner with us, Ed. You can
yes.
partner with Silsila,
Oh, yeah.
especially in the unburdening of prejudices.
yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Yung sabi mo na 2 days before my training, so
for the leaders,
Silsila
for
can
the young
come
leaders.
in.
Oh, very
Mm.
good, very good. Yeah, that's true. I will ask the team, the group. Now we will include that. We will include that, and you will be the one to share that. Nandun ka. Oh, very good.
Pwede
So,
kami
ganon.
sa parents siguro, sa mga parents ng mga children.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
very important.
Okay. So, while probably they were playing, kaya lang, alam mo, parents, mga parents, they would like to see their children playing. Talagang gusto nila yan eh. They enjoyed it.
Mm.
Actually, the whole program, after that, my assessment. Hindi lang
Yeah.
pwedeng they will just go home. My assessment,
Mm.
the children will be asked, the parents will be asked, the leaders will be asked, and the one who formulated that one is Dr. Sergio Peña. He's a PhD in
Mm.
PsyD in
Yeah.
organizational development. Expert niya yan eh.
Wow.
Expert. So, he's the one leading assessment. At itong lahat, nasa database na ng PSC. Wala
Ah.
ito. It is not found during before Chairman Ramirez term. Ngayon, we fill in the
Galing, no?
database.
Galing
Yeah.
talaga. Yeah, kasi alam
Galing.
mo, ang mga bata kasi Ate Merce and Kuya Ed, no? Sabi nga talaga, no, we go to the biblical foundation na we should be like children. Kasi wala talagang barriers ang children, Ate and Kuya, di
Wala.
ba, no? They
Wala.
just, no, sometimes tayo nakita ng mga tigulang sa Bisaya pa ang nagabutang
Alam
og
mo, Lord,
barriers. Yeah, it's really like that, no? We
heartwarming.
put,
Makahilak man gani ka. Why? Do you
wow.
know? They will
Wow.
dance. They will dance
Wow.
during the break. They will also sing. If there's
Wow.
one I ask of you, Lord,
You,
it will
Lord.
be peace on earth. They will sing because we asked
Wow.
them to sing that. We asked the school
Wow.
to prepare that song, and during the community singing, they will sing that song.
Wow.
Another song, yung sa I believe the children are a future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show
Greatest
them
love
all
of
the
all.
beauty.
Greatest love
Greatest
of
love of
all.
all.
Greatest love of
We-
all.
it's nice to partner with the sisters and mga brother. Why? Because they know the song. And when
Yeah.
they know the song, it's part of community singing. And when we were in Bigos, I really enjoyed it because the young leaders were dancing to the tune of a Christian song, and they were doing a Christian song. Beautiful. You know, it's just like the welcoming of Pope John Paul II in the
Ah.
Philippines. Remember the singing of all this. Yeah? It's like
I
that.
was I was imagining a Christian song, action song, and the dance is the lumad one. No, it's
Yeah,
really
that's it. Oh, lumad
beautiful.
one, yeah,
No?
that's it.
Yeah.
Because we have programs during the night. We have programs during the night. Uh, Actually, we have to give it to Chairman Ramirez because yung value niya is a value that we have in the private school, MERS, in the
Yeah.
value na nandun. Kasi he will always go back to the MIC sisters in
Yeah.
St. Michael and then
That's it.
the Ateneo Jesuits, who are all republics of their own. Yeah.
So Kuya, since this is pandemic, no, and I believe this is not possible. So what are the challenges now? What is PSA is doing now?
I like
Do
it.
you have
I like your word challenges. We call it concerns. In
yeah,
the SID, concerns. The concern
concerns,
is that
yeah.
totoo yan. Pag lockdown talaga. Nobody's
Mm-mm.
in the office. Because that is an order. Just like the church. Remember ka, pag lockdown, walang misa.
Yes po. Oo.
Wala. Diba? Bishop, Archbishop Bulong,
No ba,
Yes.
did
Oo,
not
yeah.
allow any mass. Did not allow any mass. And so with our office, wala mo na. But, alam mo na, with technology, alam mo mga cellphones natin, we still go to every sports coordinator. Kumusta kayo dyan? How are you?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying? Ha? Ganito, wala talaga dito, sir. Lockdown talaga. Dito kami sa Mawa, Mungkayo, di pwede. In fact, may schedule ka ako sa Diwalwal. Sabi nung fourth coordinator ng Mungkayo, di tayo pwede muna ngayon, sir. May may nakabitin kaming program sa Compostela with the Assumption Sisters.
With
Okay
the
na.
ano,
The budget is already there, everything is there, but we cannot hold it because it's still and
kasi
PSC is part of the IATF.
yeah.
PSC is part of the IATF. So
Kasi
right now, but I think slowly
interactive
we're
kasi.
moving, no? We're
Yes,
moving
yes
kasi
po.
may mga webinar naman. May mga planning conducted but through the webinar. But it's different when you are doing the face to face. Iba
Lahi
talaga,
jud.
Lord.
Lahi
Lahi
jud,
gyud.
Kuya.
Lahi gyud. Mo bitaw nang kanang ang anak ni Mercy anang ayang apo nga duha ka buok kung magsakit-sakit. Alam mo pag nagkasakit yan. Si
Yeah.
lolo niya, Merlik, hihapuhap yun na siya. The
Yeah.
psychology of touching. Ha?
The psychology
Yes.
of touching,
Not
yeah.
because of the Johnson. Not because of the Johnson na ganyan. But because of the love, the TLC, tender love and care of the lolo and the lola.
The lola.
Kumusta ka? Di ba,
Yeah.
Lord?
Yes.
Ganun yan. So, it's
Oo.
different when you're face to face. Why? Alam mo, when we were in Banaybana, they were asking, Sir, paano to, sir? Unya, makalit kag panggunit nimo, magunit. Kumusta, sir? Unya, magunit-gunit sa imo. Different.
Yeah.
It's different when
Yeah.
they touch you. Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Iba,
true.
different. The most enjoyable thing is they're playing with girls with hijab. Hijab. Naka-hijab man. Ang
Ah.
banay-banay
Yeah.
kay ano bang mga Muslim group diyan? Yung
I do
dabawen
not
yun ng
know.
Muslim. No. Meron anong
I
pangalan?
had a good
And
friend living there. Kasama ko nun sa election si Asad. Ano mga ano ni
election.
Asad ah?
Alam mo,
Di
Before.
ba Kalagan ba dyan?
Kalagan. Thank you.
Halagan,
Thank
yeah.
you for reminding me, Kalagan. They're all playing, they enjoy it. Alam mo naman, banay-banay, daming rice. Ang swerte doon, kasi the parish priest is my classmate, Father Edito Banyo. So we enjoyed it. We enjoy.
That's
Libre kami bigas. We stayed there the whole night. That's a
So,
beauty of it all.
So Kuya Edford, it's a 5-day activity. It's a 5-day
5-day,
activity.
5-day activity pag Sports for Peace program na talaga. Pero pag children's game, 2 days lang. 2 days ang training for the youth leaders, 2 days ang laro.
Laro.
They will have to play. They will enjoy the game. So yung sa Bungaw ako, lahat ng mga bata nakahijab. It's so beautiful to see them playing. They enjoyed it. Kaon ng ilang Muslim food.
Yeah.
Sa ato pa biko, suman, budbod, mga ano ba. Ang iba kasi sa kanila, iba ang pangalan. But the same food. And can you imagine the culture, the sharing of culture, the sharing of our history, understanding of our Filipino culture, and to see that each one of us can be together in the spirit of understanding, respect, and dialogue.
Yeah. Very
Ang swerte
important.
na, yes, ang swerte Mers ni Chairman Ramirez kay naasad mi nga nakasabot sa programa.
Yeah, that's
Silsila,
it.
maghanang programa. Serge was the one facilitating the Sports for Peace program initiated by Bishop Kapalya. So ako, tumulong ako. Brother Noel Vic Deloria, Asil,
Yeah.
and another
Wow.
woman. A woman,
Yeah,
a woman.
yeah, I've heard of that when I was still in Holy Cross, no? They invited some of our students to facilitate the children's game.
Yes.
So,
The
yeah,
best,
I've heard.
the best, Lord. The best,
Yeah.
Armandura.
Yeah, yeah,
Oman.
yeah.
The best youth leaders, facilitators, sports leaders, Holy Cross.
Wow,
Holy
thank
Cross.
you,
Wow.
thank
Kasi
you.
yung program ng Holy Cross, we have Tawan-Tawan, we have
Yeah, I've
Agdao.
heard of that. Yeah.
Ay, they were the best group. Talagang, very minimal supervising. Kasi alam na alam nila eh. Very good. Armandura. So I told Brother Noel Vic, congratulations to Armandura. Magaling ang grupo niya. Ang nakaabot
Ah,
ito kay chairman, that's why we provided them a certificate of, recognition. They were all given certificate of recognition. They were so happy. We have some pictures, but so sorry, we cannot
no
provide. I
problem.
cannot provide you with the picture because this morning we had a meeting for 9 o'clock up to 12 sa PSC.
Yan.
Wala na
Kuya,
akong
what are the joys that you experience, no, with all these concerns, as what Saidi,
Al-
I usually
for a
tell niya.
loving mother and for a loving father, the joy in this is indescribable. Pero for
Wow.
people, for parents who are, bisan even the parents who are abnormal in many ways, see, mga, mga, yung, di ba, yung mga parents na they love to spunk, they love to kwan, they enjoyed it and they realize na the children will just have to be there. They just play. The children will play, whether you like it or not. Hindi ka makaano nga, do not play there. No, 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 no. The children will play. UNESCO has, that's number 9, right? Or number 3, UNESCO, the right of the children to play is recognized. That's why yung Children's Games for Peace is now recognized by UNESCO as one of the best programs of the Philippine Sports Commission.
Wow.
Yun
Yes.
ba ang
Sabi
MPG, Ed? MPG,
Ha?
Mindanao Peace Game?
Ang
Yeah.
Mindanao Peace
Yeah.
Game is not with PSC. Mindanao Peace Games is organized by Ayo, Mr. Ayo of Ateneo. Okay. Mr. Ayo, may program din siya, may na mga peace games kasi yun sa kanya mga college, mga na connected, and it is very laudable for Ayo because Ateneo has a network of Ateneo schools in Mindanao. Am I right?
Yeah, that's it.
Zamboanga, Cagayan, and they're connected also with the OMIs. So probably they capitalize on it, MERS. They capitalize on it. Sure. Pero yung sa amin very particular because we have to go back to the grassroots. We have to go back really to the source of the conflict, MERS. Kasi yung sa midsayap namin 5 days yun, we really got the daughters and sons of the MILF.
Wow.
And it was done at the height of the war in North Cotabato, yung the time of Macapagal, where they bombed the camp of the MILF. Father Saniel took the initiative of inviting all the children, kahit very precarious. The precarious situation was really there, but because of this program, maraming na-heal. They were healing. At the end of the 5-day program, alam yung grade 6 na bata, sabi niya, Chairman, bakit tayo dito? Pwede pala tayo maglaro. Bakit doon sa bukid namin hindi pwede maglaro? Bakit ganon? You know what? Actually, we extended a little help there. We gave them rice para they can bring it at home. And we gave them shoes. Sabi ng iba, kasi they have to play. But they did not play with the new shoes. Sabi nila, anong gawin mo yan? Bakit nasa bag mo pa yung shoes na yan? Sir, dalhin namin sa amin, sir, kasi wala kaming shoes. Ito gamin namin, we use this for our schooling. Can you imagine that?
That's a very heartwarming, kuya, no? At very heartwarming.
Heartwarming. We all cried. Si Boots
Try
Ramirez
to.
cried, macho si Boots, pero we all cried, ako, kani. And by the way, Father Pete Lamata was there because he was the member of the Sports for Peace.
Mm.
So
Ana,
imagine
So
no that
kami,
lutang
ate no
lutang
that
talaga Ed no ang peace and dialogue sa sports no, lutang na lutang ang peace and
lutang na
dialogue.
lutang, Mer. Actually, lutang na lutang, kay nga no, gibutangan man namong input, si Sirs, dako po siya
Mm.
kasi natiin sa itong process nila sa Bishop Ulama, good Mers, yung sa Bishop Ulama.
Mm.
Ako naman,
Mm.
I had a little katong 5 day namin sa appeal man yung ko, katong sa UIC, katong sa silsila, sila
yeah.
naghatag
Mm.
og input on that. Dito na ako nakita
Mm.
yung kingi. Okay, we have to understand Muslim culture. Alam mo naman sa Muslim culture, ang banking system part man sa ilahang buhay. Am I right? Ang tanang so
Mm.
part sila eh. Dili sila separate. Ato kay separate man. Dili sila separate between church and state. Ang ilang pagkapolitiko, pwede sila ma-religious leader. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lahi-ilahi be. So we have to understand that. Hmm. Kuha na, ang akong summary ana every time I speak at the end of the summary, anaon man ako pagsumpay dito, Lord. We celebrate our commonalities,
Yeah.
we respect our uniqueness, and if possible, we reconcile our differences.
Wow.
Nice.
Amen? Amen?
Amen.
Amen.
So thank you Ate
Amen.
Aida Manasan for watching also no. So sayang no. So they can replay kuya ha, your friends and other they can replay this one. This is a very I will share this with my students no kasi this is really a awakening and a very informative episode from you. Maybe sometime kung maano na open na wala na tayong ano we can go through with that. You can continue your program. Maybe we can invite
And
some
we
of
will
your
invite you. We will invite you. Please be there.
yeah.
Hmm.
And you
No,
are
please be
always
there.
welcome, Kuya. No, yeah, a special episode for your group in Talk Live channel. We can always offer that with you. No, so that
I'm
because
so,
this is
I'm
yeah,
so happy to be invited here.
yeah. This is
I really did not know this channel until
this is
ngayon kita na
yeah.
ako
This is
yung maaliwalas na
Kulang ang
dagway.
1 hour.
we
Kulang
have
ang
an
1 hour
hour,
for
Ah,
Kuya.
Edgar. Kulang
Yeah,
ang 1
Mers,
hour.
1 hour.
Mers. Labi nag ako yung istorya. Kulang yung 1 hour, Mers.
It's it's 7:53. It's 7:53 in the evening. Before you will have your panawagan or your
Your parting
closing
words.
words, we will have a short break.
David's Faith Insulin Plant Wine is made from insulin plant extract with infusion of healthy fruit sourced from certified organic farms such as Guyabano, Dragon Fruit, and Bignay. Powerful mixture now offers wonderful health benefits. The first all-natural insulin wine helps lower blood sugar. Insulin plant wine, organic, natural, ligtas at epektibong pampababa ng blood sugar. All-natural, FDA approved. Award-winning product. For your inquiries, orders, message Talk Live Channel's FB page. Call or text 0917-887-3227.
Ayan, Ate Mercy, no, grabe talaga oy, parang nag-feedback ako. Grabe talaga ang tulong ng sports in building peace, Ate Mercy, no?
Mm-mm.
It's really a life-changing for the children. So, we will call back Kuya Edfer. Hello, Kuya Edfer. So, before we close our sharing tonight, what would be your panawagan or parting words, not only to the Mindanaoan viewers, but also to all who believe in the vision mission of PSC and that what we're doing is part of human development and nation building.
Yes. Panawagan. I'd like to invite you, Lore and Mercy, including Felix and probably your partner, to view the movie Invictus.
Invictus.
Invictus is a movie by Nelson Mandela.
Sige.
It's on Netflix. Nandun, you see that and you will realize, wow, how powerful sports is. Okay? The second is, thank you for inviting me here, for sharing with you our experience with sports as a powerful vehicle for peace. We have already, the PSC has a program, and we have an NGO there, an NGO called Sports for Peace Mindanao. We are, pag wala na PSC, we still have the Sports for
Yeah.
Peace Mindanao. We move around Mindanao. We have a member in Marawi. We have a member in Barn. We have a member in Hinguog because we have already a program there. But you know, periphery is not in the city. The periphery is in the barrio. That's why that's our challenge. We go to the barrio and teach, and sports can deepen their faith in Alagad, who is loving, caring, na ano man ang pangalan, Allah or anybody, basta a God who loves and cares for all of us. We are one nation, one country, one beautiful people who are gifted to give.
Wow.
Thank you.
So may ano
Wow.
sa'yo, may good evening, Coach Loretta. Please pakigreet ko anang gwapo ni mong guest. This is Coach Sisoy Quintanar. Go Cubs,
Soy,
Edfer. Yeah,
inas, mao ba? Kuya
yeah.
Masisoy, bigyan ko masyado ng
Because
Sisoy.
he is part now of the channel. We will have a program after this, no?
Ah, that's why
With his
nag-MC.
wife.
Parang nag-MC siya nung nakita ko yung the other previous program. Si Sisoy pala yun. Mga
Mm.
Cubs niya.
Yeah.
Ang problema niya kay wa mo sulod tong isa niya kakauban si Alex. Dugay kay nakasulod.
Yeah. So that's
Anyway,
it, no? Okay,
okay.
this is
Thank you.
really wow. Ate
Thank
Mers?
you.
Okay, so
Salamat na.
before we close, thank you very much talaga, Edfer, because tamang-tama talaga na ikaw ang guest namin ngayong gabi. And maswerte talaga ang PSC Mindanao for having you there. Kay ang iyong personalidad, tamang-tama talaga na ikaw ang maging head sa PSC Mindanao. So, God bless you and I hope that you will be enjoying more sa inyong mission sa PSC. Maraming salamat.
Wow.
Thank
So
you.
I am very honored and I really thank Ate Mercy for bringing you this night. No, kasi matagal
Thank
na
you,
hindi
Lord.
kang
Thank you
nakita. So
very much.
I told Ate Mercy, wow, he is now the PSC, in charge of Mindanao. I did not know that, no, Ate. I told Ate Mercy. So
Kuyawan siya sa
biga,
speaker, Ed.
grabe, no? So
Ay,
yeah. So
grabe ni.
it's
Lima
really
singko ni. Lord, 5-5.
yes, no. It's really a great honor po, Kuya Ed, no, for thank you very much for
Thank
sharing
you.
your time and
Mm,
tonight. No, kulang talaga ang isang oras sa atin. But anyway,
mm.
we still have a lot more with you. So, grabe talaga no, sports really can break barriers, no?
Yes.
The the the
Yes.
the, the, hu- the humility and the simplicity and the ano of the children really. And then I was touched with kayong yung bata na sinabi ko sa I have to ask you sana no kung anong may narinig ka ba sa isang but you already shared it na puwede pala tayong maglaro, bakit doon sa amin walang laro 'no? So maybe they know I'm really touched with that. Ewan ko parang emotional ako ngayon kasi I've not gone through with your program but as you shared it with us 'no, makikita ko yung no, I'm imagining how the Christian, the Lumads, and the Muslim come together and play. No, I'm imagining it. It's really overwhelming, a heartwarming experience and an event for no I hope that this activity, this program would continue even Chairman Ramirez would not be the in charge of PSC.
We would like
Yeah.
to remind you, Lord, na
Yes po.
we have Children's Games ABP, Audiovisual
ABP
Presentation ABP.
presentation.
Nasa ano yan, nasa ano yan nasa Facebook page, PSC Mindanao.
Sayang no.
Mm,
Sayang
All
no.
Children's Games, taburan, ganyan. I mean,
Ah,
siguro ka mo personally you can
we
browse
can
over
watch
it.
that.
Enjoy,
Okay.
watch it. Just enjoy. Para madayon imong luha.
No, kasi I am with the lumad kasi ngayon kuya, no? Cubs at the
Mm.
right person to the right time. I am with also with the lumad, no? I am with the lumad also.
Ikaw, you are with the lumad. Ako kay
Yeah.
lumad, gyud. Ako, I belong to the Debabaonon tribe.
Yeah. I ano,
My wife
I
belongs to the other Mandaya tribe. Ako, Debabaonon.
Okay, so thank you very much and good
Thank
evening
you.
once again. You can replay this program, this episode, no, this very informative episode and heartwarming episode for all of us. So, good night, everyone, and see you all
Good
again
night.
on Tuesday. And thank you, Silsila Forum Davao, for facilitating our guest this month of November through Ate Mercy, Mrs. Mercedes Talbocrin. Good night, everyone, and see you all next Tuesday.
Good night.
Good
Good night.
night.
Para sa pangarap, tuloy ang laban. Ito ang inyong singer-composer-host ng theme song, Ang Awit ng Buhay Mo. Coach Elma D. Zuniga. Sama-sama sa TLC.
Mga ka-Life Librarians, sa Life Library, halina't makibahagi ng paghatid ng aral at saya sa bawat isa. Sa Life Library, halina't makibahagi ng inspirasyon at kalakasan sa gitna ng kabiguan at kahinaan. Sa Life Library, halina't samahan si Doc Esme. Sama-sama sa TLC.
Sama-sama sa TLC.